Yeah, what's going on, you guys? I want you guys to take a look at this man's face. This man is a former YouTuber by the name of, Finney the Legend. Finney the Legend. Some people call him Finney the Great, but due to the fact, due to a coward who wasn't man enough to ask for a fade, basically hunted this man down and basically confronted him and shot him and his wife. And this happened this past Sunday. Now they have caught the man and he's claiming self-defense. Now the YouTuber name is, Sin City Manny. And all like he's a Hispanic, 41 years old. And basically these two dudes got into it over copywritten strikes. And basically the man had, according to him, it got two copywritten strikes. His channel had got demonetized, and I thought this dude had like over 1 million subscribers. This dude barely had over 14,000 subscribers. So at the end of the day, he's now claiming self-defense, but that's BS. To me, this should be looked upon as capital murder, premeditated murder. You know why? Because they got video evidence. There are several videos of this dude posted where he said it's a green light. When he see him, it's on site threatening this man, saying, how do you want to be buried? So that's not going to fly. And then the day the incident happened, he say, oh, I'm driving around Las Vegas, checking all these casinos, looking for him. So basically he's documenting the confrontation. So for him to sit up and try to claim self-defense is absurd. This wasn't no self-defense. This was premeditated. He was looking for the dude to harm him, and that's what he did. And if convicted, he should be looking at the death penalty because this was premeditated. There's several videos. Go to Spider Loke's channel. He's talking about this. He's doing a reaction video. There is several videos of him threatening this man's life, saying his own on site. So how in the hell could it be self-defense where you are saying that when you see him, you're going to do something to him? And to be honest with you, over what? Over what? And my thing is, I noticed that none of these other YouTubers, the ones who love to demonize black people who happen to be black, are making videos condemning him. But everybody has something to say about Carmelo Anthony. Oh man, why didn't Carmelo Anthony just fight? Carmelo Anthony acted within the guidelines of Texas self-defense laws. They already said that the dude made contact. He had every right to defend himself, and people lied on Carmelo Anthony. You had dudes lying on him like Charleston White and Anton Downs and a few other people. Officer Coonham, of course. Those dudes pushing the narrative, just strictly trying to put the blame on Carmelo Anthony. But they have not made one video about this dude. So where's that? You know what I'm saying? So where's that same condemning of this dude who killed a black man and his wife? Yeah, I'm making it a race issue. Because if this had been the other way around, everybody would be talking about this. See how black people can't conduct themselves? Not only would they be getting condemned by non-blacks, they would be getting condemned by blacks themselves. Because, pushing a narrative and basically condemning blacks and demonizing blacks on social media is very lucrative. There ain't no self-defense. There's several videos of him threatening this dude. And anybody that think is okay with what this dude did says a lot about them. But at the end of the day, this is one of the reasons why this is the reason why I don't invite stuff like that. This is one of the reasons why I rarely show my face. And from this day forward, like I said, I take threats serious anyway. This is why sometimes people are hesitant when people walk up to them. I understand now. I understand famous people sometimes when you approach them and stuff, because you never know what a person's intentions is. But this dude just made video after video threatening this dude. There's no way he can sit up there and try to claim self-defense when you sitting up there saying on social media where you got quite a few videos threatening this dude's life. And due to the fact that you actually took this dude's life along with his wife, you're not going to be able to play that self-defense card. And like I said before, you know, you had dudes like Eddie Griffin cooning it up, trying to take shots at Carmelo Anthony. First of all, those Metcalf dudes, according to reports, they should have left him alone. They had no reason to tell that dude to leave that tent. It wasn't their tent to tell him to leave. And he gave them fair warning. Once you say, touch me again, it is what it is. But like I said, you had several videos getting made where people was trying to condemn Carmelo, a 17-year-old. This dude is 41 years old. So what's his excuse? What's his excuse? And like I said, I don't see hardly nobody making videos going in on him. They want to bypass this story because it don't fit the narratives that they like to push about condemning black people, demonizing black people, portraying black people as uncontrollable animals. But we all know who the real uncontrollable animals are. In all likelihood, they're people that are not black. But see, nobody's talking about that. You heard every excuse in the book about, oh man, he should have just, why didn't they just fight? Why didn't he just fight? Okay, so why didn't dude ask for a fade? And then according to reports that, Sin City Manny flagged his videos and got him copyright strikes first. So basically, dude only returned fire. So here it is. Now we have a case of basically dude can dish it out, but he can't take it. There was no reason to shoot the dude. No reason. It wasn't even that serious. And if it was that serious, why do you just say, hey man, let's, run me the fade? Nah, the day this happened, he was walking around talking about, oh, where he at? We checking these hotels. I can't find him. So you basically just sought this man out just to shoot him. And then the thing is, you didn't even think this through. You just showed that you're not a smart person. So you didn't throw away your life over this. And like I said, you would think this man had over 1 million subscribers. Had like 14,000 subscribers. And even the local news outlet was just saying both of these men had a few thousand subscribers. They didn't say they had hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like I said, I understand if you had like 1 million subscribers, because those dudes that have over 1 million subscribers, that's monetized. They make it anywhere from 20,000 to who knows? Depending on super chats and all that kind of stuff, they could be making anywhere from 20 to shit. Who knows? Maybe even touch 100,000 a month. First of all, on the Las Vegas Strip, they got cameras on top of cameras. Las Vegas is one of the most secure places in the country. You go into the casinos, they got cameras everywhere almost. They got cameras watching the cameras. I mean, I have the actual shooting video. I have the actual video unedited. I have it. He walked up to dude, said, "What's up?" And he started firing shots. The wife tried to get in between, and after he shot him, he shot the wife. So that's 2 people he shot. Talking about, he tried to say, oh, he saw the wife and it looked like she had a gun, and that's self-defense. Well, first of all, if she did have a gun, she was defending herself because you walked up to her husband and shot and killed her husband. So I'm not trying to hear that. You can save that crap. But anyway, you guys, I'm not done with this because I'm going to continue to press the issue. I'm asking all my subs to go to all these channels that I just named and say, ain't y'all going to make a video talking about what happened to this black man? Where's the Jason Whitlocks at? Where's the Charleston Whites at? Where's the Anton Daniels at? Where's the Tatums at? Where are all those dudes at making videos condemning him? Because they had no problem throwing Carmelo Anthony under the bus. Man was 41 years old. So, yeah, they need to be called out. And tell them don't try to dance around it. Don't try to justify this and make it look like what happened to Finney the Great, Finney the Legend was his own fault. No reason to take that man's life. No reason to take that man's wife's life. There is no way this dude should get away with self-defense. This was premeditated murder. This was capital murder. If he convicted, he should be facing the death penalty. But anyway, we'll talk about this more. This is your boy, Tam. I'm out.